It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a very, very multi-talented musician, singer, songwriter, and composer that came from Pittsburgh, PA, and currently living in Nashville. And she's got a new EP called Glitter and Grit, and contains One More Mile, That Kind of Love, and many, many more. And just a very, very interesting story on how she grew up, and of course, just having a constant life of music despite being in the military, and how she ended up in Pittsburgh and coming to Nashville as well, too. So live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Music City, ladies and gentlemen, the very next multi-talented sensation, Kelley Jeanne. Kelley Jeanne, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
Well, we're excited to have you on as well, too. So you have an interesting story as well, too. You grew up in a military family, and just having a lot of music, despite being in a military family, you came to Pittsburgh at 18 years old to pursue a degree, and you later moved to Nashville. And you've got an EP called Glitter and Grit with some tunes that are currently on Spotify right now. And you also have been the Masterworks Concert Chorale as well, too. And before we get to all that, tell us how you got started musically.
So I got started in music because of my mom, and she was a music teacher her whole life, and I would just be sitting at the piano with her, singing along to the songs. I played the trumpet when I was younger. She taught me a few other instruments, but singing was always my passion, and just being able to sing with her. Everyone else, I have 2 sisters and a brother, and everyone else in my family is very tone deaf. So it's really funny around like Christmas time or any family celebrations when we're all around the piano singing. It sounds like cats scratching or crying, whatever that is, because everyone else is very tone deaf. But I definitely got started in music because of my mom.
That is amazing as well, too. And what was that one precise moment that influenced you into getting into what you're doing right now? What's that one precise moment that says, yes, this is it?
Yeah, I guess there's been lots of moments. I was singing since I was really little, but like you said, I ended up in Pittsburgh when I was 18, and I went to the University of Pittsburgh, and I got my degree in chemistry, and then I kind of went to the engineering field for a little bit, and then went back to the university and worked for them doing research as well as getting my degree in a nuclear engineering certificate and master's degree. I didn't finish that because at that point I decided that singing was 100% what was for me, because I met up with my guitarist Chase, and we started performing around Pittsburgh, and then we met the rest of my band members, Ryan, Braden, and Jordan, and we were playing out as a band, and we were just, I came down to Nashville a few times just to perform a few songs. We were just doing it for fun because we all just really love music. And when I came down to Nashville, I ran into Leslie Fram, who is the vice president of marketing for CMT, and she invited me into their artist mentorship program for independent artists. And so I came down to Nashville because of that, and the whole band came with me, and now we're pursuing it 100%. But it was definitely a little bit we were just doing it for the love of music and just having a great time. And I think we all just realized that this is what we wanted to do for the rest of our lives. And we just really are pursuing it hardcore now.
That is fantastic. And before we talk about some of your favorites and influences, you grew up in a military family. Where did you guys go in the military? And what did your dad serve in? What ranks and what service? Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines?
My dad was in the Navy. I was actually born in Italy because of it. I was born in Naples, Italy, and my family was in Sicily at the time. My dad was stationed there. And we moved around a lot. We moved to Texas. We moved to Maryland. We moved to New York. There was just lots of places. We were never settled really. We were kind of moving about, but it was really nice because we had each other, and just my mom and my dad definitely kept our family super strong. And I think my love for music really kept me centered in life too. That
is fantastic as well too. Who are some of your favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up?
I loved Dolly Parton, and I still love her. How can you not? Janis Joplin, like I said, Dolly Parton. Right now, there are so many female country artists that are so amazing, like Kelsey Ballerini, Maren Morris, Carly Pierce. I'm definitely a huge fan of just singers that think outside of the box and outside of their genre and really push boundaries. So I'm just a huge fan of all music. Even when I was little, younger, I loved Fall Out Boy, which is kind of crazy, just a totally different genre of music. But I think just having influences in every genre is kind of what makes our the guys in my band, they come from rock bands and jazz bands and different backgrounds. So it's really cool how when we write songs together, when we're writing or when I write a song and they come up with some of the instrumentation behind it, it's really cool how there's they pull from different influences.
That sounds amazing. And how do you describe your sound?
Myself? Ooh,
no,
gosh,
your sound. I'm sorry, sound.
Oh, my sound. Oh, yeah. It's hard because I hate describing it because I never know what to say. Do you know what I mean? But people definitely say that it's country rock, country pop type feeling. And I get compared to sometimes in the stuff that we're working on right now, once we move to Nashville, we do have that EP, Glitter and Grit, out, and that was written in Pittsburgh, that was produced in Pittsburgh with Mr. Small's recording studio, and it's great, but we're definitely going in a totally, I don't want to say totally different direction down here in Nashville, but we're working with a producer here in Nashville that got really excited about us. His name is Jason Wyatt, and we're really excited to be working with him, and he's really developing us as artists, and it's a little bit of a more of a country rock type feeling. I get compared, down here in Nashville, I get compared to the singer of the Cranberries a lot, or even Janis Joplin sometimes. Not her exact voice, because no one can be her. She's amazing. But definitely I have the same kind of range and sometimes a little bit of grittiness to my voice. So people sometimes compare it to that.
That sounds amazing, too. We'll play your song One More Mile from the Glitter and Grit and also talk about some of your other works. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with singer-songwriter, multi-talented Kelley Jeanne from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, out of the Mike Wagner Show. Currently in Nashville, and she's got her EP out called Glitter and Grit right now. Here's One More Mile on the Mike Wagner Show with Kelley Jeanne.
Pick me up about 8:45. It's off like we were running out of time.
One More Mile from Kelley Jeanne here on the Mike Wagner Show. That's a fantastic song. I love it. And tell us more about that song and what inspired you to write it.
Thank you. I think when I was younger, just driving around a lot, seeing different places and everything like that, I know for people, songwriting is a little bit different for them, how things come to them. And for me, that song, definitely lyrics came to me first. And just thinking about the summertime, driving around, just, that happy feeling, that's kind of how the song came to me. And that's how I started writing it. And like I said, we recorded that in Mr. Small's recording studio. Actually, a funny story about that song is there's a lyric in it that talks about drinking Crown and gin at the same time. And I had never actually done that. I just was thinking Crown in one cup, gin in another cup. But when we were recording at the studio, the other instrumentalists, like the guitarists and all that, they were like, do you really drink Crown and gin together? And I was like, what? No, that always tastes like absolutely awful. But after we recorded that whole EP and everything was done, we celebrated together and we actually drank Crown and gin together. And I thought everyone just looked green in the face. It was like disgusting and awful. It was like the worst experience. I was like, please don't do that. Like, I prefaced the song with like, do not drink Crown and gin at the same time. It will not be a good time for anyone.
You should write a song about that. Do not drink Crown Royal and gin at the same time. That's a good song for you. I think you should sit down and write it after this. I'm inspired. I can't wait. You also wrote That Kind of Love, did Jealousy, I Know That Guy, and Tumbling from your Glitter and Grit EP. And tell us more about those songs and what inspired you to write them.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely just like a little writing machine when I was in Pittsburgh. Like I said, I was going to grad school, and I love science and math. I got my degree in chemistry from the University of Pittsburgh. It's like one of my favorite places to be. So hail to Pitt. I just have to throw that out there. But I was just writing a lot, and I realized that music was kind of like really my true passion. So I was just writing these lyrics. They would just come to me, and I was like writing a lot. And ever since coming down to Nashville now too, I've been writing like a crazy person, because being down in Nashville, you're around some of the best songwriters that you could possibly be around. Like, when you're on stage at a songwriters round and you're just performing some of your own original songs, you're going to be sitting next to someone who has a #1 song on the radio as a songwriter, and like most humble people, most amazing songwriters. And it just makes you really want to step your craft up to the next level. And this summer, I was also invited to Songathon, which is a songwriting competition here in Nashville. And it was one of the best experiences. We had to write a song in 24 hours, and you had to write it with 2 other people that you just met for the very first time, and they gave you like a prompt that you had to write it about. And this one, the prompt was leave-in or suitcase. And so our song, we had to kind of base off of being a suitcase. And right now, Songathon is also doing a challenge for their participants that were in Songathon about distance. And I actually just wrote a song just the other day. And I guess maybe my songs might have a theme, like a drinking theme, but the first lyric in this new song that I just posted to our YouTube channel is "Gonna get the carpet drunk tonight." So, I mean, maybe there might be a drinking theme in my songs. I'm not really sure now that I think about it, but songwriting is definitely a passion of mine that I didn't know really existed till I was in Pittsburgh in grad school, and just using it as an outlet to really get my feelings and emotions out there.
Mm-hmm. And not only you started your songwriting in Pittsburgh, you also started performing with the Masterworks Concert Chorale while trying to find your voice in Pittsburgh. And tell us all about that.
I did. So like we were talking about while I was at Pitt, I wasn't really singing. I was just concentrating on school and getting that chemistry degree and then getting that engineering degree. And I knew from when I was little how much I loved singing, and that it just felt something was missing. So my friend Sandra was in this chorale, this concert chorale, and I auditioned for it, and I got into it, and it was a ton of fun. We were just singing songs, but I realized through that I just loved singing, but I couldn't be in I couldn't just be in a chorus. Like, I actually needed to be like center stage. I'm one of those people who are like, I want to be a lead singer. I want to be singing my songs all the time. Like, look at me. So that is when I found Chase, and we just started performing covers, writing original songs, performing out and around Pittsburgh. And then, like I said, we formed a band, and our band has actually been together for a year now, like 2 days ago. And our first show was at the Rail Yard in Pittsburgh, and we're actually going to be back hopefully in Pittsburgh sometime this summer performing at the Rail Yard, and we're super excited because some of our favorite places to go is in Pittsburgh. It reminds us of home, so it's really nice.
That is fantastic. We'll talk about your upcoming plans for 2020 and more, but first listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with Pittsburgh native and now in Nashville, Kelley Jeanne here on the Mike Wagner Show. Grew up in a military family. We also heard One More Mile from Glitter and Grit as well. And I wasn't sure if I asked this question, who are some of your other favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up? And if I failed to ask that, I apologize. So this is one of those moments for me. It's like, I wasn't sure if I asked you or if you include it. So before we get to your plans, maybe you've had more of those influences as well, too. That'd be great.
No, yeah, definitely. You definitely asked. And like I said, one of my biggest influences was Dolly Parton and, of course, Kenny Rogers. Both of them together were absolutely amazing. And you could tell that their friendship and how well they worked together and how they wrote songs. And I mean, Dolly Parton has also been such a huge influence for me because I'm learning guitar right now. I play it very, very, very poorly to write my songs. Like, I know chords and I can use it to write songs, but my goal is to be able to play my own songs live on stage by myself if I need to, acoustically. So that's one of the things I'm working on. And Dolly Parton is an amazing guitarist, and she has those long, long fingernails. I don't know how she does it, but she just kicks butt at guitar, so I am always in awe of her. But they're a huge, huge fan of Sarah Evans. I actually met her on a CMT event earlier this year. Martina McBride, Carrie Underwood, since I was little, Kelly Clarkson. I'm a huge fan of her journey on American Idol. I totally love her because her first name is Kelley. And so I totally am like, oh my gosh, yay, Kelly's together. So, but yeah, I have so many influences. Like I said, we pull from a lot of other genres too. I mean, I love Fleetwood Mac. And Fleetwood Mac, oh my gosh. I'm like, for some reason, I'm so tongue-tied today, but Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks, oh my God, she's amazing. Janis Joplin, all of those artists. Just strong female songwriters have been really really number one for me in my life.
And of course, that passion really shows through. We want to make sure those influences really come out as well, too. And what are your upcoming plans for 2020 and beyond in terms of new music?
Yeah, so we have a ton of new music. Like I said, since we've been down in Nashville, I have been writing like crazy. I've been working with the guys. We just started working with Jason Wyatt, who is going to be our producer down here in Nashville. And we're really, really, really excited because he has such a cool sound. And I think he really is going to like bring that little Nashville like sparkle and shine to our songs. And we're super excited because these are a little bit different than what is even on the Glitter and Grit EP. We're just so excited about it. We have this one song that I wrote with Brittany Monroe down here in Nashville. I met her in the CMT artist mentorship program, and it's called This Crazy, and one of the lines are, it costs a lot to look this cheap. It took a lot of men to be this crazy. So that is one of my I have this problem where every like new song that I write is my new favorite. So I'm always like, oh, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. And everyone's like, can you just pick a favorite? And I can't because they're like my babies and like I just love them all. But these upcoming songs like This Crazy, I have a song that I just wrote called You Got It. It's I was at like songwriters around here in Nashville, or when the songwriters just perform their original songs one after the other. And I go to a lot of them because, like I said, it is so inspiring to not just perform at them, but listen to other people's songs and see how amazing these songwriters are. So when I listen to these songs, you hear a lot, and you hear a lot of it on country radio, about how cute country girls are and how amazing they are. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I totally get that. Totally fine. But what about, I want to write a song about how cute country boys are. So that is definitely the song that I wrote. So I kind of like turned it on its head just a little bit, and I wrote that song, You Got It. Then this crazy, like I said, I wrote with Brittany Monroe. Then I have this new one that I wrote for the Song competition called Found. And like I said, the first song is going to get the carpet turned tonight. So I don't know. There's like maybe a theme to my songs. Like I said, I'm not really sure, but maybe alcohol.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, you're doing a great job at it as well, too. Once again, Kelley Jeanne from Pittsburgh, based out of Nashville, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And a big thank you for your time. Been fantastic. Just a couple more things. Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
I honestly would say my mom. I probably would not have started singing without her. She also is one of my biggest supporters. She actually is my biggest supporter. And her name is, my middle name is Jeanne, and that's why I go by Kelley Jeanne. Her name is Jeanne. So I kind of like really take it very seriously, and I wear it as a little bit of a badge of honor, having her name as a middle name, because we share this musical connection, and it's something really special to me. So just knowing that she's my number one supporter, she's always in my corner. I mean, she will definitely tell me if I ever hit a sour note, or she doesn't like a song, or if she thinks something needs to be changed. But I love that she does that, because I know that she has my back, and she's going to be there for me no matter what. And she's definitely not going to just sugarcoat things. She shoots it straight. So she knows exactly what I'm really going for, and she wants to help me get there. That
is fantastic. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Go for it. Honestly, you have to go for it. You have to do it. You have to do the thing that sets your soul on fire. When I was at Songathon this past November, I was able to meet some really amazing songwriters, and one of them was Joe Ginsberg, who is a producer here in Nashville and in LA. And I know Miranda Lambert, who is a huge influence for me. Miranda Lambert and Ashley McBride, but he co-wrote Miranda Lambert's song Little Red Wagon, and he's an amazing songwriter himself, an amazing producer. And one of the things that really stuck with me that he said is he never has heard of anyone in the music business giving up. And he's like, the one thing that you have to do is you have to just keep going for it, and you have to keep really, like, sometimes it's a struggle. Like, sometimes it's really hard. You're going to get told no a million times. People are not going to like your songs sometimes. People are not going to like you sometimes even. And just being able to surround yourself with people who have your back. Like, I'm so lucky that my band came down here with me. Like, they are the most amazing group of guys, and they really have my back, not only on stage but in life, and I appreciate them so much. And honestly, so having people and just going for it, because it is honestly, if it's what sets your soul on fire, whatever that is, you have to do it, because you don't want to look back on your life and be like, why didn't I try? Like, why didn't I go for it?
And I think that's very important, too. Once again, Kelley Jeanne, singer-songwriter based in Nashville here on the Mike Wagner Show. Kelley, a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Look forward to him again soon. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? And where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Yeah, like I said, we have so many new songs coming out. We can't wait to travel and perform. If anybody is interested in us performing in their city, they can always reach out to me. My website is kelleyjeannemusic.com. My Instagram is @MissKelleyJeanne, and my spelling of my name is weird. It's KelleyJeanne. Thanks, Mom, for the word spelling. I appreciate it. But so my Instagram is @MissKelleyJeanne. My Twitter is KelleyJeanne_, and my Facebook is just Kelley Jeanne, I'm pretty sure. So, but if anyone wants to reach out to me ever, I love hearing from people. I love people suggesting songs for us. I love people listening to our songs, listening to even covers that we do, because when we do a cover, we totally do it differently. We try to put our own spin on it. Like, we mash up songs together. Like, we mashed up a Taylor Swift song and a Green Day song when we perform it out, just because that's what we want to do and have a good time doing it. So we would love for people to just reach out to us. Tell us, like, where they want us to go, if they want us to come visit their city, and just listen to our songs, and hopefully they love it. If you don't love it, please tell the guys in the band. Don't tell me. Just kidding. That's what I always tell people on stage. I'm like, if you don't love the song, you can go ahead and tell Chase right here, because I don't want to cry in front of you.
That's understandable. Well, Kelley Jeanne, just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. We'd love you to have back on sometime in 2020 and beyond. And you've been fantastic. And don't forget to keep us up to date.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much for having me on. It's been so much fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.